What's up, Star Wars fans? This is Darth Watts here, and in this video I want to update you guys on the Acolyte. And basically everything that I know so far about the Acolyte is that it's set to come out sometime around mid-2024. And it's a show that features about the Sith, mainly heavily focused on what the dark side and the dark side origins. I know a lot of Star Wars fans aren't too thrilled with the Acolyte, especially after what the director, Leslie Headland, although a lot of people seem to be taking what Leslie Headland said out of context. I mean, when she talked about how the idea of Star Wars and stuff is only George Lucas, entirely not true, she's not saying it in a way to diss out George Lucas. She's saying it to basically give everyone that has worked at Lucasfilm the credit that have worked on Star Wars. I mean, yeah, George Lucas is not the only one that worked on Star Wars. There's also the directors for Episode 5 and 6 that helped work on it. And that's what Leslie Headland was talking about it. But here's the fact, though. The fact is, George Lucas is the creator of Star Wars. That's a fact. George Lucas is the founder of Star Wars. That's a fact, too. He came up with all this stuff. He made all those original trilogy characters up. He came up with this story. He wrote the entire story of the saga. Those are facts. But when you're saying that Star Wars is only George Lucas, you're saying that you're basically discrediting every employee that has worked at Lucasfilm, because it's not only George Lucas, but you also have to give like the editors credit, the co-writers credit. I mean, George Lucas wrote everything from prequels to originals, but the editors, but you also got to think about the editors and the visual effects, the designers and stuff like that. The people who did all of that stuff that would go with making the films that helped with George Lucas's vision, you also got to give those people credit. And that's exactly what Leslie Headland was describing. So if you're thinking that Leslie Headland is saying that in a way to diss George Lucas, well, you're taking what Leslie Headland you're taking what Leslie Headland is saying out of context, because there's context to that. So Leslie Headland is not dissing George Lucas. So I'm just gonna make that clear. What she was really saying is that you also got to credit all the employees that have worked at Lucasfilm that helped work on the films as well. But George Lucas was the one that came up with the story for the originals and the prequels. But anyways, like the Acolyte itself, it's mainly going to focus on the Sith. It's going to take place during the High Republic, a couple hundred years before the events of Episode 1. But anyways, that's all I have to say for this video. Do make sure to smash a like, subscribe, comment, and I will catch you all later in another video.